Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here's the Two of Cups. A nice way to start a reading. This is love. This is connection. This is really intimacy, right? And we could be talking about a one-on-one with a person. For some of you, maybe this is going to be the interest in a romantic connection. Maybe you're meeting your soulmate. Maybe this is the one, right? I think this is also you reconnecting with your sense of destiny, getting a confirmation from the world around you that this is your path, right? And you're choosing love. You're choosing the path of love. And this is love with either a person, with an idea, with a place, right? And this, I think, is really, it is about choice. And it is about destiny. Let's put this into some context. This love, everything is love, right? Very nice. Great way to start. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, we've got a Queen of Cups now, more water energy. So the two of these together tell me that you're really searching yourself for that thing. It's almost like searching yourself for that certainty, right? That one thing that you can choose that will just transcend every other thing, right? Let's see what else we have. A 5. Okay, that's the card of change. And Devil energy. Let's see what else we have. Wheel of Fortune. And a 4 of Pentacles. I wonder if, in a way, you're reconsidering some aspect of the path that you're on. Yeah. 6 of Wands. The Hermit energy. Yeah, the Hermit energy. See, this is a bonus reading. We did a bonus reading for you yesterday. And to me, it felt like we were kind of in that Hermit mode. I don't remember, honestly, if we had the Hermit in yesterday's reading. But I feel like you were kind of in that Hermit energy. Because I kind of feel like it was that kind of rainy day, the rainy day energy. And to me, that feels like kind of a Hermit thing, right? So I wonder if that's a bit about what's going on here. Is that we're starting to, if we've been in that rainy day, there's our cat to confirm. If we've been in that kind of rainy day energy, if it's leading us to reconsider the path that we're on, yeah, to reconsider the choices that we've made, especially when we've got these two together, it's kind of like we're searching deep down within ourselves and trying to look for some sort of confirmation, something in there that's solid that says, yes, this is the right path, this is the right choice, right? Let's select the mystery card here. This feels very, very important to me. Let's see what this is all about. This is going to be one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot that we are just going to set down over here. We'll put Alien Simon Mork Ripley right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, right? But it will give us the confirmation that we need. It will tie everything together. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction or your hunch down in the comments. Now let's do it together as an exercise in intuition. All right. Let's take a look around the room. We got major, major, major. Interesting with the major arcana energy here. We've got endurance, ambition. We got climbing the mountain. We've got kind of withdrawing. Maybe this is us kind of taking a break from the mountain. This is us just going to base camp, pitching a tent, and just saying, I'm going to rest here for a minute. And then, of course, we have the whole card of destiny and fortune and change and prosperity and, riches and rewards and all this great stuff, right? This is why we're climbing the mountain. This is what we're climbing toward, right? That kind of success, that kind of fulfillment. Yeah. And then we've got our fire energy here. We've got our water energy here. We've got our air energy here. And of course, we have our earth energy. And honestly, I'm just going to come out and say it. What I think this is that we're having a little bit of a crisis of faith. And I think I said this yesterday. We're starting to question our choices. We're starting to question, is this really meant for me? Is this really worth the effort? Is this what I'm supposed to do? And we're searching for a sign. We're searching for some sort of confirmation. I think this is it. I think this whole reading is it. And I think what Spirit is saying, especially when we end with this Four of Pentacles, here on the path of the dove, keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop it. Don't stop what you're doing. Don't question yourself. You will get the confirmation. You will get the certainty. Look at this card is Capricorn, right? This is the mountain that you're climbing. This card is ruled by the sun in Capricorn. And it is the confirmation. The path is being illumined before you, and Spirit is saying, do not stop. Do not question yourself. You are on the right path. Okay? And maybe yesterday's whole rainy day reading was this kind of crisis of faith, where we're kind of just starting to wonder, is this really for me? Is this meant for me? Should I do something else? Should I give this up? No. Four of Pentacles says, do not change what you're doing. Do not start like waffling and kind of being all wishy-washy now. No, stay the course. Keep climbing, keep doing all full speed ahead, right? And I think you have that energy in you to do that. Now, if we look at the bottom here, where we have 5 to a 6, maybe the 5 is kind of about, I'm uncertain what to do. I don't know how much effort to put in. I don't know if I can do this. It seems like it's getting kind of hard, especially when we got a 5 of Swords up there too, which we did have yesterday. And this 5 of Wands. Now, I think, if I remember, the 5 of Wands yesterday was up at the top. Now the 5 of Wands is down on the bottom, right? So it's kind of like we're wondering if we're strong enough inside, right, to do this. Well, the 6 of Wands is saying, I wish I could curse on YouTube, because I feel that strongly. It's saying, yes, dang it, you are. Do not give up. All right. I haven't really felt a message this strong, but this is literally saying, don't give up, because I think you are very close to your success. You're very close, at least, to this this 4 of Pentacles, this stability, the establishment of this, whether this is like the deal going through, or getting the job, or getting the house, or the contract is finalized. You're reaching a certain milestone that is going to give you the relief that you need, and it will be the confirmation that you need that, okay, wow, yeah, this was the right path, because here I am now in this relatively stable place. We know the 4s are not permanent, right? There's still more to do. There's still more mountain to climb. There's still more prosperity, more fortune and fame to be had. Have you been having a lot of emotional dreams lately? I feel like part of this Queen of Cups is really this kind of the depth of your. It's very dreamy. I feel a very strong kind of connection with imagination. It could be daydreams or visions, but I also feel like this kind of dream thing, especially when we've got, a hermit card. So I wonder if you've been having dreams that you wake up really, really emotional from. Yeah. Or visions, or maybe daydreams, but it really, you get really emotional afterwards. Yeah. I think that's a good an indication here anyway. Let's talk about the Capricorn energy. This really is the ambition and the endurance. This is you climbing the mountain, right? And I don't know if you've been doing this alone. I feel like there is a connection with someone else here with you, especially with that 2 of Cups. It could be that part of this kind of crisis of faith is not having the certainty that the other person is as committed as you are, or that something is going on with them maybe an injury or an illness, but that there's some possibility that you might have to take on more of the work, right? And that might be the Five of Wands there. It's like, do you feel strong enough to pick up the slack if they're sick for a couple days or whatever, right? So I feel like that's kind of maybe part of it as well, okay? I also feel like, do you have a Spirit showing me like I don't know if it's a calendar or like a poster on the wall with like moon phases or something. I think it's a calendar. I feel like you're very much in touch with that lunar energy. And I almost wonder if this is kind of like a natural part of the cycle. You know, having doubts, having questions, looking for this kind of internal confirmation, the connection with the dreams, the connection with these emotions. I wonder if it's just like part of the, a natural kind of stage at this point on the mountain, right? Where you do kind of want to sit down and rest for a couple days and just to reconnect with Spirit, reconnect with the purpose of this thing, the why, right? I think you already know the what, but the Two of Cups is kind of talking about the why and with whom. And so I think that we're trying to reconnect with this so that we then can feel the strength to go on. Yeah. And I think you are feeling that. I think, I don't know, what's the significance with the double rainbow? Is that something that's always kind of been like a symbol for you, or like a confirmation, or like a synchronicity or something? Or maybe you were dreaming about a double rainbow or about seeing a double rainbow. Look for it anyway. I feel like the double rainbow is going to be a very strong symbol, a very strong connection for you. And it may be the kind of synchronicity or the confirmation that you need. Okay? I don't know what the connection is there, but keep your eye out for the double rainbow. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune, everything does go in cycles, right? This could be just that part of the wheel where we just kind of feel a little bummed out about it. But it's continuing on, and we know that there is a lot of success that could be had here. I don't know if you're doing a business thing, if it's a family thing, a career, if it's you're building a house or buying something, or developing some land or something like that. There's a lot of components here. And this is really going to be a situation that completely changes your life. I mean, this is really literally like putting you at the top of the hill, And so I think at times it feels like there's still a lot of hill, a lot of mountain left to climb, And other times I think you feel like euphoric because it's like, we're so close, And that's all part of the cycles of not only the lunar cycles, but the solar cycles and our own relationship with those cycles, right? Our own kind of monthly and yearly cycles, emotionally and creatively, energetically, that sort of thing. But this is what is up above you. This is kind of what we're aspiring to. This is wealth and success, right? This is that Jupiter energy that is literally like promising you fortune and fame and riches, if you're strong enough to go get it, if you're strong enough to climb up there and claim it as your own. And you are. And I think that's the message here, is that sometimes we just need to kind of turn it up a little bit, maybe just turn it up a little bit. If we're at a 5, we get to the 6, we get this confidence, right? What we see with the Five of Wands is Saturn in Leo. And to me, this is a constriction. So sometimes I talk about this card as being, we're turning the fire down, right? We're kind of closing the valve, and so the flame gets smaller, like on the stove, But to me, this could also be the constriction of our confidence, of our sense of, ability, the faith in our own strength and ability. But then over here on the path of the Serpent, now let's go over here now, okay? We've got the Jupiter in Leo energy. Jupiter's all about expansion. It's all about opening up the valve, making that flame brighter, having more confidence in ourselves, more faith in our abilities and in our strength. And so there is the Jupiter connection here and the Jupiter connection. You want to expand your life. You expand your consciousness. The more you achieve, the more confident you get. The more confident you are, the more you have faith, hope, and trust in yourself, the more you will achieve. Right? And the Four of Pentacles, I think, is the stability, the trying to resist the impulse to change anything right now. Keep doing what you're doing. It's manifesting, okay? And the Four of Pentacles is saying you're going to reach a milestone soon that's going to give you the relief that you need. Maybe it is that maybe the fire here is just saying you're overworked. You've been putting in so much effort. Maybe you are picking up the slack for a partner that has been sick or something. But you're tired. You want to take a break. And sometimes when we get to that point, we just think, I don't even want it. I don't even care. I'm just going to give up. Don't give up, because your chance to rest, your day off, is coming very soon, okay? So that Four of Pentacles is the milestone. This is the temporary kind of stability that we want. This is like reaching that new baseline. You're not gonna dip below that. This is like the new kind of security spot right there. And from here, we can rest, we can regroup, and then we can continue climbing. Okay, this is like we're getting to like base camp 3 or whatever it's called. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate that. So, I mean, thank you, right? Thank you very much. We talked about the Six of Wands here, and that kind of is that's the confidence, right? That's the expansion of our efforts. And really, when we have a chance to rest and regroup, and we know that we've reached a point where we can rest, we've reached that milestone there, that there's no falling back from this, then we really can expand. We feel our vitality growing, right? We feel our strength and energy returning to us, and we feel restored. Right? And that's really what the hermit needs to do, is have that break to find that inner light again, to find that strength, that creative force, that confidence, to find that fire within, so that we can light the way. Right? So that we can keep going. It's interesting to have the Queen of Pentacles here in this position. Right? Because in some ways, the Queen of Pentacles makes me wonder if we're worried about stopping, because like I say about, like climbing a mountain, like climbing Everest or something, once you start, you don't want to stop. Because if you do, chances are you're not getting back up again. So maybe the Queen of Pentacles here, in the position of what we don't want, is someone that's not getting up again. Someone that's just forcing themselves kind of to just be content with where they are, Is there a place on your wall? I see a bunch of framed things. I don't know if they're diplomas or certificates or pictures, but I feel that there's a certain like arrangement of them, but then there's a spot left open, right? And you need to put something in that spot. This is that accomplishment that you're not going to stop until you can put that there. I don't know what that is exactly. Maybe it's symbolic. But I feel like that's the last kind of, the last like certificate or diploma or something to finish the arrangement. There's one piece that needs to be, like a puzzle kind of thing. And so I feel like you have the motivation and the will and the strength and the promise of what this could really become, that you're not just going to be complacent, or you're not going to be content with halfway or whatever, right? Base camp 3 is not enough. You want a summit. Okay? So there is more reinforcement. Keep going. Right? Keep going. Don't stop. Don't change your plans. Don't fully sit down. You can sit down and rest, but like don't take your boots off. You know what I mean? Don't take the big parka thing off. Stay ready. You're just going to rest, get some water, and you're going to keep going. Okay? This is the card that also looks at the past a lot. So this, in some ways, is, pat yourself on the back for how far you've come already. Allow yourself to feel the confidence from what you've already done. Okay? Do you have a Buddha statue near you right now? Spirit's telling me, where's the Buddha? And I don't know if that means something else, but I'm hearing, where's the Buddha? I don't know if you have a statue, or if it's part of your kind of spiritual practice that maybe it has kind of gotten pushed to the side for the time being. Where's the Buddha? Yeah. It feels like it maybe is a statue or something. Maybe that's part of this past, too. Maybe this is looking at the path that you've been on and considering all the things that you've had to give up to get where you are. All of the things that you maybe didn't give up but put on hold, right? That you kind of had to sacrifice for the time being in order to get where you are and to get to this summit, to get to this Wheel of Fortune, right? And so I can understand that. We start to get a little bit emotional. We start to question it a little bit, and we start to wonder, was it worth it? Is it worth it? You know, everything that we had to kind of sacrifice to get where we are. I think that's totally normal and natural. We need this fire energy down beneath us because this is allowing us to, we sit down and rest, we recharge with that hermit energy, and we got to turn up the burners again. We got to get going. To do that, we have to get past the Five of Swords. Now, we had the Five of Swords yesterday, and this was the doubt. We start to question. We start to doubt ourselves and kind of start to question our self-esteem even. What we need to do with this card is just turn it around. Flip it upside down, right? Put Spirit back on top. Let Spirit take the wheel, right? And this card is very much about positive affirmations. And I think we should do one of our botanical inspiration cards for this one. Because this is the way we create our reality through our thoughts, okay? Whatever we're thinking about and the way we're thinking about it, that's what we're going to attract. That's what our reality will be. So we've got to start thinking positive thoughts, start thinking thoughts that are kind of programming us for success, right? Rather than the negative thoughts, which are, you know, kind of doing the opposite or preventing us from making any further moves, any further success. Let's see what we have. The lilac. First emotions of love. Well, look at that. We started with the Two of Cups. We said it was all about love. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. Ben Heche. It's not gender specific, right? That pulls a person out of their own hat. Love is the magician that pulls us out of our own hat. I like that because it kind of reminds me of, you know, pulling our head out of our own, you know. I like that, and a little bit of humor to get us through that Five of Swords. But it's love, right? This is something that you care deeply about. This is your purpose. This is your passion. This is your love, your true love. So no matter what else is going on, that love is what is motivating you to get your head out of your, you know, and keep going. Yeah, this is really nice. And I think you are meant for really great things. I hope you'll leave some comments and, you know, share some of that with us. When you are rich and famous and successful, don't forget about us here. Come back and say hi, okay? I'm really impressed by your energy, and I think it's really inspiring. And it's really beautiful energy. It really, really is. We're going to do, mystery card. I almost forgot about the mystery card. That would have been something. Let's do that now. Let's see what we've got here. Thank you, Alien. Gosh, I almost feel like we don't really need one, but maybe some earth energy, maybe a 9 or a 10 of pentacles showing that, hey, look at the future. We're getting there. We're getting to that summit. Maybe it's going to be an ace of cups. Maybe it's going to be an ace of wands and, you know, any of the aces really. A 9 or a 10 of cups, 9 or a 10 of pentacles. I would like to see an empress, right? Because the empress would be the perfect kind of complement to this queen of pentacles. Not being complacent, not settling for less, but full empress. Not settling for anything but your highest goal, right? If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's see what we have. Oh, 6 of cups. Well, this is very nice. This is very nice. This shows that we're getting there, that we're living in harmony with life, with the world, that we're in harmony with the Wheel of Fortune, that we're in harmony with the lunar cycles, we're in harmony with the solar cycles, we're in harmony with our own fluctuating moods, right? Not every day is going to feel inspired and powerful and crazy ambitious. Some days are going to feel like rainy days, like we had yesterday, right? But we're living in harmony with that, and we're connecting and we're sharing our abundance. And if there is this other person in your life, I think that this is really the reconnecting with them, the confirmation that the two of you are in it together, right? You're in it to win it, and there is a very strong connection, a shared purpose. It is a true love kind of situation. It is all about love. This is giving and receiving love, right? This is making those intimate connections with the world around you. And this is pleasure. This is feeling good about what we're doing, who we're doing it with, why we're doing it. And sometimes when life is a little down, we need a little more of this, right, to raise us back up. So be that for other people. Allow other people to be that for you. Allow people to kind of cheer you up. When you're feeling down, someone brings you a gift. Makes us feel a little better. That sort of energy is what we're talking about here. This is a very nice confirmation card. I like this a lot. We started with water. We're talking about love. And we've got the confirmation of that too. And this is really, really good. We are going to do an extended now. And if you want to stick around for that, click on the link that is up in the corner, or there's a link also in the video description. Okay, you can find it. New readings for Sagittarius, usually Wednesday and Sunday. This is a bonus reading just for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.